Mike, another volcano report. We just crossed Klutchenskoye again. The vent appears to be on the northeast flank of the volcano, or more towards the east, actually. Maybe not quite on the summit. And it's a very distinct plume of ash, obviously right in the middle of a very active phase of the eruption. And it's not just a small ash puff. This is streaming downstream several hundred kilometers, and in the early morning light, it's really spectacular. We do have some camcorder footage, so when NCC has a chance, they might want to take this down to the ground. Okay, Houston, you should be getting this view of the Klutchenskoye volcano. You can see the snow-capped upper slopes, and then there's a very active eruption going on from the northeast portion of the mountain. Bezimiani is behind the smoke plume. Looks like from the shadow height, you can even estimate the height of the eruption plume, but we're guessing at least 35 or 40,000 feet. And that dark gray dust plume goes downwind at least 500 kilometers, if not more. Okay, now this is a going away shot, Houston, of the volcano. You can still see the lava flows at the top of the screen where the eruption's actually originating. And this gives you a good view of the profile of the plume. And there's another wide shot that Dan took starting just now that shows you the extent of the ash plume.
And Tom, as you might imagine, both payloads and PAO are just thrilled with this footage. It's absolutely spectacular.
We're pretty excited about it up here too, and thanks for launching us on the right day to get this footage.
Endeavour SRL for Tom. Thanks for those great views. You may notice on your timeline we have Bezimiani scheduled on the last 3 interferometry days, which is close enough that we should get all the action in the swath. And it's a prime candidate, of course, for interferometric change detection. Thanks for the heads up.
Okay, thanks. The timing couldn't have been better, and Dan did a great job of getting the video out the windows as we went along. He really had to scramble to get the right angle as we went over. And we're really excited about it. Fortunately, our orbit takes us over that spot a lot today, so we'll try to keep up the reports.
Okay, copy that. Good job.
This is Mission Control Houston. We are receiving some data from the Space Radar Laboratory instruments. This particular data is coming down real time, or near real time, and is data as of the Kamchatka Peninsula. The orbiter is flying over this peninsula that is to the east of Russia and on the western side of the Bering Sea.
Okay, Tom, copy 214. As you know, we were imaging on that past Karimsky, which is about 120 miles south on the other side of the spacecraft, and we saw a very nice XR real-time image.
Yeah, from here, Karimsky is a really perfect symmetrical cone. There's no eruptive activity going on there. It's a snow-capped, and it's just outside the ash plume from Klutchenskoye. So depending on how wide the swath is, you may have actually gotten some of the ash in the swath to the north of Karimsky. In Houston, Endeavour, you should be getting that video now.
That's firm, Dan. It's once again really just a fantastic video image.
We are now receiving some camcorder video that the crew took as they flew over the Kamchatka Peninsula. The erupting volcano is a volcano known as Klutchenskoye. It is right next to one of our sites for the Space Radar Laboratory activities, and the site for the SRL activities is called Bezymany. This is on the Kamchatka Peninsula, which is the peninsula that is just to the east of Russia and on the western side of the Bering Sea.
And let me maybe give you some information that we got from the Kamchatkan Volcanic Eruptions Response Team that came to us, to the CPIO, to Jeff Cloud, through email, that said that the ash bursts observed rising to 10,000 feet above the crater, and an ash column rising to an estimated elevation of about 32 to 35,000 feet. And that the ash plume extended to the southeast for more than 60 miles. Also, there are lava flows observed, and actually, once you get the image, you will also very nicely see the big crater of the Kluchevskoy, and just north of it is, I think, the Bezymany volcanoes. That's what Jeff Plout told me.
Okay, well, thank you. It was very exciting seeing it from up here, and we appreciate all that information. It looks like quite a sight from up here, and we're happy to take as much video as we could get.
Okay, great.
Dave, are you getting a good picture?
Yes, Bakes, we have a good downlink.
With this sun angle and lighting, you can't really see any color in that, and most of it is white. That streak at the top on the right side of that streak is kind of it's reddish in color. And I think there was more red in the streaks earlier in the flight. That's W3 that we're looking at. In a minute we'll go over to W4 on the pilot side. It looks very similar. So now we're looking at W4. Like I said, you can see it looks very similar to the commander's forward window.
Yeah, we see this, Bakes. Endeavour, Mike, do you recall any particular point in the mission or ascent when this occurred?
No, I don't think either one of us saw it until you guys asked us for a debris report. And we looked at the windows and saw it. And then I think I move over to W5 here in a second. There's a few marks on W5 on the aft edge of it.
look great. Hi, Jeff.
Crew Commander Mike Baker and Mission Specialist Jeff Weisoff, members of the Red Team, working up on the flight deck. Jeff Weisoff in support of the Space Radar Laboratory, and Mike Baker watching over orbiter systems and orbiter attitude maneuvers to support the science instruments. Another data take with the synthetic aperture radar aboard Endeavour as the orbiter moves across Saskatchewan, Canada. The Prince Albert area is one of the study sites that are chosen for the Boreal Ecosystem Atmosphere Study, or BOREAS, which is a goal is to obtain an improved understanding of the various interactions between the forest and the atmosphere in order to help understand their roles in change around the Earth.
This videotape showing some damage to the starboard orbital maneuvering system engine pod. Pilot Terry Wilcott also in the frame now, as we look at the aft flight deck of the orbiter. And now we're receiving some live pictures from the payload bay cameras in the back of the shuttle.